The Story of Babushka. Chapter 3. Babushka's Regret. After the great men had left, Babushka began to regret her decision not to follow them. She thought about the opportunity she had missed to see the chief problem solver, and her heart was filled with sorrow. She knew that she had made a mistake and that her chance to see the infant king may have passed her by. However, Babushka was not one to give up easily. She decided that she would go after the great men, even if it meant traveling a great distance and enduring many hardships along the way. Babushka quickly grabbed her belongings and embarked on the trip of a lifetime. In search of the wise men, she trekked through forests, past rivers, and climbed mountains. Many people offered to help her along the journey, but she turned them down, determined to continue her search alone. Days became weeks, and weeks became months, but Babushka refused to give up. She was resolved to find the great men and see the infant king. She asked everyone she met if they had seen the great men, but no one had any information about their whereabouts. Babushka became exhausted and discouraged as she traveled. She pondered whether she would ever meet the great men and see the giver of wealth. She considered turning around and heading home, but something within her encouraged her to keep going. Babushka came into a little settlement one day. She decided to spend the night there and ask the villagers if they'd seen the great men. While she was telling the people her story, a young boy spoke up and said that he had seen travelers with gifts traveling through the village a few weeks ago. Babushka's heart was delighted. She could feel herself growing closer to her goal. She thanked the villagers and continued on her quest, hoping to find the travelers and see the chief problem solver. The next chapter of this podcast will be published next week. Special thanks to Miss Cynthia for her assistance with this episode. Many thanks to the teachers at Springhall British School for spreading the word about this podcast. As always, Mr. Michael, Springhall British School's chief blogger, made this podcast possible. My name is Maverick, and I'd like to invite you all to like this video, share it, and subscribe to this amazing channel.